Hello everyone, Ashlyn Giza YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about listening to your intuition. A lot of times I should have listened to my intuition. There's things that I could sense or just feel, and I didn't listen to myself and I wish I could have. A couple of them have been like small stuff like, um, I don't feel like going to the store today and I don't know why. And then I would end up getting a flat tire or just like, I don't this girl wants to be friends with me and she's been wanting to hang out, and for some reason I don't want to hang out with her, but I just don't know why. And then I would end up hanging out with the person and bad things would start happening, and then I would realize, oh, okay, that's why I shouldn't have hung out with that person. So just little things like that. But those are just hypothetical examples. And here's two stories that are stuff that actually has happened to me recently. And it's just um, ridiculous. I mean, especially since I'm someone who listens to my intuition often, I should have listened to it during this moment in time, and I didn't. So, okay, the first story happened about 3 years ago. And it was a really good friend of me and my husband, and um his name was Joe, and he had a wife, and she was reaching out to me and wanted to be friends with me and wanted me to kind of like join in on her different like beach body stuff, and like um just talk about the loss of a baby, because we both lost babies before and things like that. And something was just rubbing me the wrong way, and I didn't know what it was, but I told my husband, I said, we just lost a baby. It would be nice to talk to somebody like a woman, and have some support and make new friends, just and stuff like that. But at the same time, just something's rubbing me the wrong way. And he's like, no, you should just be friends with her and try something new. You never know. It would be good for you. I think it'd be good for you. So my husband was trying to be supportive, and stuff like that, and wanted me to go out with a new friend and make a new friend. And so I did. I thought, okay, what could be the worst thing that could happen? I mean, this is a wife of somebody who me and my husband were really good friends with in the past. So I went with it. I messaged back and forth with her every day about lots of different things. Like I said, the beach body stuff, weight, Christianity, um, the loss of a losing a baby. Sorry. And then we just talked about like we kind of talked about her husband a little bit, because like I said, me and my husband were really good friends with her husband at one point in life, and we're still friends with him now, but like we're not really good friends with him at all, really. We're just kind of acquaintances with him anymore. But we hung out really, really close and tight with her husband when we were young. So I had some funny stories to tell her then about him, and just like little things that me and her husband used to do when we were kids. Like there's this really huge cliff that was like called Die High 95, that was spray painted on this cliff, and there was this like weird graffiti guy that had a joint in his mouth, and smoke was coming up and stuff. And I was telling her how me and him, me and her husband, and a bunch of people used to go on top of this mountain and just like throw parties and have fun, and how I tried to show my husband that same cliff, and her husband tried to show her this cliff, but we were both laughing because the cliff no longer exists, and they turned it into a highway. So, um, nonetheless, you could tell that we were growing close in a friendship. I thought, anyways. Suddenly, she stops messaging me every day. She stops responding to my messages as fast as she used to. She's no longer making plans with me anymore to come over and hang out or to, for me to go meet her anywhere because she asked me before if I wanted to do yoga with her and a friend. And stuff like that was just starting to get cut off. And I was telling my husband, it's weird. I noticed that she's not talking to me anymore and like not really showing interest that she wants to be friends with me anymore. I think I'm just going to cut her off. And so I was kind of letting things slide, and I thought, okay, maybe this is just one of those things where I'm overthinking. So I was letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. Well, I started seeing pictures of her with other girls, um, one in particular that I don't get along with, and I never got along with her little sister either. So it's either one of two things. Either one, that person that I never got along with was bad mouthing me to her and saying, "Oh no, 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 you shouldn't be hanging out with her." Or two, just she got busy hanging out with that person and other people that I saw in the picture and just taking care of her kids and her being with her husband and just other, she didn't really want to make time for me to be her friend anymore. So that made me feel kind of betrayed because here I told her a lot of deep secrets I didn't have to tell her, and then boom, I felt like I lost a friend. So me, and I don't like negativity in my life. So, and I wasn't gonna confront her or just make a big deal out of it because there's no point. If somebody doesn't like you, they don't like you, or if they don't have time for you, um, they will show clear signs they don't have time for you. So you have two choices. You have many choices actually, not two. But I gave myself two choices. One, you can confront her and ask her why she didn't want to talk to you anymore or really why she seemed kind of distant and stuff like that and talk to her about what I was thinking and feeling. Or two, just cut the person straight out and just let it go. So I picked number two because I'm 37 years old, almost 37 years old, and I don't need that in my life. So I just clicked on her name on Facebook, blocked her, and I haven't talked to her since then. That was 3 years ago. Number two, betrayal. I, in 2019, made friends with somebody, and I had painted them a mermaid painting free for their salon. Now, I did that out of the kindness of my heart because I like doing things like that for people. I actually paint a lot of paintings for charity work and donate my art to raise money for sick kids, for cancer patients, for um, anything. There's even one time I donated art to a man who was passing away within weeks or months. He knew he was going to because he had pancreatitis. I'm not saying I don't know if I'm saying that right, but he had something with his pancreas that wasn't right, and he had a little daughter, and so I knew that if I could contribute to that, it would be contributing to his daughter because that's what he wanted. So out of the kindness of my heart, I did that. Back to the girl who I painted the mermaid painting for. That's why I did that for her because I she did really cool hair. So it reminded me of a mermaid because she was someone who liked to dye people's hair in really vibrant mermaid colors. So I thought that's really cool idea. I should paint a mermaid. So I painted the mermaid and I reached out to her and I said, I would love to give you this mermaid painting that I'm going to be working on. It just reminds me of you. I'd love to donate it to you because I know how you like to dye people's hair really beautiful colors. And she says, okay, uh, something along the lines of, we can meet up at this time. Thank you so much. Awesome. That's beautiful. You're so talented. I thanked her for that. Okay, so as time went on, I'm like showing her the progress of the mermaid. I'm asking her how she's doing. She's doing great. She's asking me, and I'm telling her I'm doing good and how I'm recovering from cancer and stuff like that. So we kind of created a bond by talking about the mermaid painting and stuff like that. Then finally I met up with her and I gave her the mermaid painting. Time goes on, and I said, you know, she got back to me and said, "Thank you for the mermaid painting. It looks wonderful. Everybody always asks about it, and when they come into the salon, and they always make compliments about it." And I said, "Oh, thank you so much for reaching out to me about that." And I asked her if I could share the picture she shared of the mermaid to my art page, and she said no problem. And I said, "Well, hey, that would kill two birds in one stone. I can advertise your hair salon, and then that would be advertising my art page too, I guess." And she's like, "Yeah." So she shared my art on her page and told everybody about the mermaid, and I shared her hair salon. That was my idea. And so we did that, and then we grew even more a relationship, I felt, because we shared each other's work, and I always shared her work because I loved the way she did hair. So, as time goes by, I make an appointment with her finally to, after we talked about all that and after the painting and everything, to get my hair cut. So, she cut my hair and it was really beautiful and I was happy with it. And so, I bragged about her work even more. And I thanked her for that, paid for my haircut, and tipped her. So, more time goes on, and I go, I love my haircut. I'm gonna have to come back and actually schedule to actually get my hair dyed by you, because I've never had my hair dyed in any crazy color, vibrant colors before, and I would love to do it. So, I had specific pictures that I wanted my hair blue and turquoise. And so I went to her salon and I showed her the picture of my hair, how I wanted the top of my hair just black and just the bottom from here down to be a ocean turquoise color. So I wanted a navy blue turning into an ocean color turquoise at the bottom. She told me, "I don't know, you have to bleach your hair. You have to have sessions and sessions of to lighten your hair. So I don't know if I can get it that color. So um, how about we try a more vibrant color? It's like, I call it crimson. Um, uh, I don't remember what she called it, crimson something, but it was like a bright red color." And so I said, "Okay, that's fine." So she did my hair. It was beautiful. I bragged about it to everyone. But one thing about this situation right here, me and my husband went home. I loved my hair. I had no problem with her work. But I did have a problem with um, if I'm showing you a specific pictures of how I want my hair done and I'm paying you, you need to do my hair the way I'm telling you to do it, or try to do it the way I'm telling you to do it. Don't tell me you don't think that you can't do this to my hair, because you don't know unless you try it. And if somebody is telling you that's what they want, then you need to try to do what they want because they're the one that's paying you. So that was kind of an off put, but since she was my friend, I let it go. I let it go and I just talked with my husband about it. And I paid for that and I tipped her. Okay, the third time I go in to do my hair. Now this is after 3 years of friendship and everything. So before the third time getting my hair done, I found out she was pregnant, and so I always would ask her how she was doing in the pregnancy. And me and my husband bought her daughter a blanket out of the kindness of our hearts, out of the kindness of my heart. I thought, okay, I never knew she was pregnant. If I would have known that, I would have got her a baby gift, because that's what I do for people I love and care about when I find out they're pregnant. If we talk a whole lot and stuff, and if I think we're close. So I bought her her baby a baby blanket, and she said thank you. I finally got your gift. It's beautiful, and I said you're very welcome. No problem. I wanted to get you that, and she said you didn't have to, and I said that's okay. I wanted to. So I thought, yeah, I just thought we were good friends. So there's the third time I go in to get my hair done. Now, at this time, I had my hair half turquoise, half black, if you guys remember that in my videos. And I'm telling my husband, I'm like, I don't know, um, I kind of feel like, I mean, we dyed my hair turquoise. It didn't look that bad. It wasn't the best, but it didn't look that bad. I maybe might cancel my appointment and I shouldn't really go. I mean, I found out I can bleach my hair and do my own hair. So, um, sh- uh, I kept my appointment with her anyways because she was my friend, I thought, and I thought she'd be able to do this really cool, um, pink hair for me. So I thought, no, I'm keeping this appointment because I want my hair this really vibrant pink. So I messaged her the day before I got my hair done. And I said, hey, this is the kind of haircut I want. And it was the Courtney Cox and Jennifer Aniston 90s haircut. Um, Now, I own no copyrights to um, Jennifer Aniston or Courtney Cox, friends, anything, nothing, so I don't want to be sued. I'm just saying that's the kind of haircut that I wanted. In my opinion, I loved their haircut and that's what I wanted. My haircut like. So, and then I wanted the bottom of my hair to be, oh, let's see here if I have a vibrant pink. Okay, so do you guys see the root charka of this charka mannequin person thing? How it's like a red but yet vibrant pink, or better yet, there's a vibrant pink on that painting or that dream catcher there. So those are the kind of pinks that I wanted in my hair, kind of like my lipstick, like a pink red color. So that way, when it washed out, it could be like a light pink, kind of like this is over here. See how this is kind of a light purplish pink? I wanted all my hair to be like that, only on the bottom, only on the bottom of my hair. So, because I only wanted my hair dyed at the bottom of my hair only, I dyed my whole hair black because I thought that would have made it easier for her because all she had to do when I went in there was bleach the bottom of my hair and then put color in it. That's it. So she kind of gets kind of funny about the situation and she's like, you dyed your hair all black. Why did you do that? You could have just left it and I could have put color in the area where you had the bleach and more color over here. And I said, well, I thought that would be helping you because I made it all black. So then all you had to do was put bleach in the bottom area. And she goes, so you just want some pink in there? How about I do purple and pink and stuff? And I'm like, well, okay, I guess that's fine. So she starts doing my hair, and I realize she's bleaching the like from the top of my hair all the way through, like different highlights. I never asked her to do that. But being my friend, I let it go because when I'm friends with somebody, I like to be nice to them like friends should be. And I like to be honest with people, yes, but I kind of felt like she was making an honest mistake. She thought that's what I meant, but I that's not what I meant. So what I'm trying to say is I felt like she thought one thing and made a big mistake, so I was just going to let it go because that's what you do for friends sometimes. You let things go. But so I told my husband again after we left, I go, look at my hair. I go, this is not what I asked for. I go, I think it's really weird that, so here's my hair. If you look at it, it looks like it's one length. You can't really see the like layers in it. It it all is like one chunk of hair. And if you Google Friends 90s haircut layered or Jennifer Aniston layered haircut or Courtney Cox layered haircut, if you Google that, it'll come up really a really choppy haircut. And this is not what my hair is. So I have this all up in a ponytail, but it's all one length. So first of all, the haircut was wrong. Second of all, so was the dye thing. I don't know. So, but looking back, now I know why she kind of got annoyed with me dyeing my hair black, because she must have messed everything up and got mixed up in her head about what I wanted. I only wanted from here on down dyed. I didn't want highlights through my hair. So that was her mistake. And um, second of all, so she charges 165 for hair and then 20 something dollars for a haircut. My husband asked her how much money she wanted us to pay her, and she said $200 is fine. So I said, "Well, I'm going to send you a tip." And she goes, "No, that's okay." So my husband paid her $200 for this hair right here. So he gave her $200 and I said I would tip her. Okay. We ended up having COVID here in my house. So, a week and a half went by, and then Friday came, and I went to reach out to message her about the tip, and she was no longer on my social media. I found out she blocked me from social media. She was mad about a tip, you guys, and upset about that. Like, if you're that upset, reach out to somebody and say, I thought you were going to tip me, or hey Ashley, do you have that tip? Or don't pretend like when my husband said, is $200 okay? Don't pretend like that's okay. If you want more money, then you look at somebody and say, no, that's not okay. This is more of the price that I'm looking for. And every time I went in there for her to do my hair, she would kind of always say weird things. The very first haircut I got from her, you guys, I got bangs. And when I told her I wanted bangs, she goes, "Are you sure you want bangs?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I want bangs." So she started cutting the bangs. And when she started cutting the bangs in, she goes, "Oh, the bangs do look good on you. I didn't know how it was gonna look." And I was thinking, why would you say that to somebody? And then another time I've went in there, she's made a comment about how I have really, really thick hair and how it takes a really, really long time to do hair like mine. So it made me feel kind of bad, like kind of a guilt trip, like, oh, my hair, I'm coming in here and my hair must be a burden to her because it's so thick to do. And I just thought all those little comments and things like that were really strange. Well, I should have listened to my intuition, because my intuition this whole time was telling me, don't go back to her. Don't waste money on her salon. Don't waste your time on her. She's really weird in my opinion. She acted really funny in my opinion about different little things. And she actually had told my husband that he should take our son and leave somewhere because it's going to take 3 hours to do my hair. But if my husband wanted to sit and wait for me to get my hair done, that's his choice. That's our choice. It shouldn't be a problem. I have a disability. She was clearly aware that I was a cancer survivor, and I need to have my husband or a friend with me. So if I need to get medications out of my purse. So I just think that I should have listened to my intuition and left her alone, because she wasn't a good friend after all. And who blocks somebody like that within a week and a half's time over a tip? So you guys, if you have a rotten feeling about somebody or a rotten feeling about anything in general at all, um, listen to it. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your gut, because it almost never lies. And most of the time, it's always right. And if you get feelings when you're around certain people, it's almost always true. So no matter how annoying I am, my voice, hand gestures I do, facial expressions I make sometimes, if I'm not your cup of tea, don't watch my YouTube videos then. Don't be friends with me then, like those two girls that I just told you the story about. Don't go near me then. It's that easy. You don't like somebody, don't go near them then. Don't go into that. So I'm not going to say the name of the salon. I'm not going to say the name of the person. I'm just telling my story, and in my opinion, those two people can kiss my ass. So those two people um, were rude, in my opinion. So, anyways, I don't know. This is why I don't make friends, you guys, and this is why I'm fine just being me. It's things like that are hurtful. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hurt about the situation, but it is what it is. So there's my story for the day, and I'm gonna name this one not listen to your intuition. I'll just name it intuition, and there you go. Other than that, I will be on with another life topic.